What's going on, guys? I'm Owen, host of Osney Fishing Adventures, and today Scott and I went exploring on a stream neither of us have ever fished before. And as I mentioned a few videos ago, definitely check out my friend Scott Branoff's channel, PA Trout Insider, in the description below this video. We originally wanted to float this stream, specifically this section of stream. However, as you'll see from the footage, it did not go as planned. It was absolute torture trying to float this. This stream was way too small to float, and it looked like it opened up eventually, but the thing was, it was just torture trying to get through the skinny section, and we eventually just ditched the idea and went somewhere else. But it was worth the float, and the coolest part was I was able to catch a really nice brook trout, and it looked like a native brook trout. It is the last place I thought I'd ever catch a native brook trout. I thought for sure that we'd at least run into a few wild browns, but no, I landed native brook trout. Couldn't believe that. That was literally the last thing I expected in this specific section that we tried to float, is a native brook trout. But nevertheless, it was a beautiful day to be out in the water, and even if we didn't catch anything that day, I just love being out on the stream, just being stream side. You just can't beat it, no matter what day it is, even if the fish aren't biting. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, excuse me, and please hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. Let's get right to it, guys. Really hope you enjoy this video. Alright guys, today I'm using my Hydrus SL3, my 5-weight fly reel. Going over from there. I actually had my Moonshine Epiphany. I didn't even have my Vesper at this point when I recorded this video. I had my Moonshine Epiphany 10-foot rod, and that was a 4-weight. And I was using a small little cream colored mop. And the reason I was using cream is actually because in this specific watershed, I was here before and I looked under the rocks, and at first I had no clue what this was. These were big, they looked like big giant caddis. And I'd never seen anything like them, and I actually did some research, and what they were big giant October caddis cases. So I was tearing these cases apart, and I saw these big giant, they almost looked like big grubs. They ended up being big October caddis, and ever since I figured out this stream has October caddis in it, I did pretty good this past summer, but today was a little bit slow. But that's what this is resembling. It's just resembling an October caddis that pretty much is out of its case. And that's attached to 5X tippet, and that goes onto my monoliter. And I think in this video, I don't even think I had a monoliter yet either. I wasn't into the mono stuff. As I said, I just haven't had a lot of time editing, but now I finally got editing time again. So really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Let's get right to the action. It's getting really, oh, jeez. Alright, we're floating this little creek right now. We're trying to access some inaccessible water, usually. I should probably be throwing right now. What am I doing? Looks like some really good water right up through here.
After this next set of riffles, get on that lean bar and stand up.
Alright.
And the whole name of this game is you want to be looking downstream at the banks.
Yep.
And thinking about where you're going to cast.
Alright.
Throw to the bank, strip, pull up, throw to the next spot, strip. So you just keep it rolling like that.
Alright.
And that's where your fish are going to be. If we get up to the fish, like how you were just fishing off the side of the boat, they already saw us. They're already spooked.
Right,
so
right.
We want to be ahead of the game. The streamer is basically going to cause a quick flash. It's going to cause a predatory reaction. Yeah. Don't go for the long strip the whole way in, because by that time they're going to see the boat and they're going to turn around.
Yep. This is getting really interesting. We had no clue the creek was this skinny here.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yep. It's
narrow stretches like this. We need to get some speed.
Yeah. Then it looks like good water. Oh.
It's just rocky.
Yeah.
Not the good Rocky, not Rocky #1.
No.
Like Rocky 5.
Oh my goodness. Alright guys, I think we finally found some fish. I'm gonna try casting downstream. I saw a fish rise down there. Just keep my fly line out of the water. Just gonna try and drift it right to him. See if we can entice a take. Nothing happens, we're just gonna cast upstream. Just, as you guys know, I like to work left to right, so I'm just gonna start working this left side. There you go, to slowly work my way further into this hole. Alright guys, first, I think that's a brook trout. Get my net, get my net. That's a brook trout. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's a big brookie. Oh, I keep this fish on. I forgot my net downstream. I mean, up there. Oh my gosh, he's taking off. It's like a 10, 11 inch brookie. Look at that, guys. Yes, sir. After landing that gem of a brookie, we continued trying to float downstream, but eventually gave up because all the creek continued to do is get narrower, narrower, and more narrow, to the point it was near impossible to float. Eventually we booked it over to a new spot, and at least got into a few more fish. Alright, Gus got the first fish of the day. I foul hooked.
He hit it though, I thought him tapped.
You want me to get him? Oh gosh, if I can.
Yeah, he might have caught those nymphs, but that there. I thought him hit it.
There we go.
So we caught this fish right over there along that current, that nice little seam there. The water was moving a little slower in there. That's a good place for a fish to lie, to rest, and get bugs as they come down over those rocks. He appears to be foul hooked, but I for sure felt this fish hit before we got it, which happens. Get a quick look at him. Beautiful fish. He looks like he's living rough out here.
Yeah.
All right, he's off.
All right, guys, a really nice pocket ahead of me. I think, as I said, I usually like to work from left to right. I think it's gonna work left to right, but there's like a really nice seam right off. There's just so much different rocks. You just gotta kind of pick apart the rocks in a stream like this. Every single rock you see, just try to get a nice natural drift. You don't want to cast right like next to the rock because you won't get under that rock where the fish is. You want to cast a little bit above it, and I want to keep that fly line off the water because obviously, as you can see, my leader's orange. So the last thing you want is that thing to be on the water. And it's not meant to be on the water. It's just meant for me to be able to see my strikes whenever I get a strike. But away from that, let's pick apart this pocket and see what we can do. I mean, I think I'm gonna hook a fish in here. I'm pretty positive. We'll see what happens. That's not a bad fish. All right, guys, first fish of the day. Let's see if we can keep him on. Keep nice side pressure. He's not that big. I thought he was way bigger because he was in the current. When they're in the current, they feel so much bigger. He's just chilling out right here. I'll let him chill out right there. All right, come over here, buddy. There we go. Yeah, yours is a little bigger, though. Still not bad. After landing those two fish, the bite completely turned off and we eventually left. But wow, is this some absolute gorgeous water. The next clip is from another trip I went on to the same stream. Only landed two fish, but one was a decent sized brown. There he goes. Yep. Whoa! That's another nice fish. Let's get him in this time. Yes, sir. Fish on. Another not bad fish. It's a nice fish. Keep that side pressure. You can see I'm just keeping nice constant side pressure, just letting him hang in that current. Keep him under the water. And whenever he wants to come up, I'll just drag him right in. That was an awesome take. Come on. You'll eventually get tired. Oh yeah. Yep. There you go. Let's go. Wow, what an eventful day on the water. From trying to float down a stream about the size of my friend's raft, to landing a sizable native brookie, had a blast even though we didn't hit it out of the park, I'd say. Always a good time on the water though, no matter the circumstances. Fishing for me is just half the experience. I love being out in nature and enjoying the outdoors. The outdoors is my home away from home, it really is. And I always try to spend as much time as possible enjoying the outdoors and nature and exploring new areas of PA. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next adventure. I'm out for now.